We're back here at Saddleback College. Starting lineups for tonight for the visiting Santa Ana Dons: Jonathan Joseph, ZK Bennett, Miles Solka, Thomas Billinger, Ben Ahinakwa. The Bobcats go with Atiba Taylor, Jimmy Reeves, Gerald Jones III, Nick Bowden, and Derek Rubidoux. We're underway here at Saddleback College. Bobcats win the tip. Taylor on the right wing.
He's been hot the last couple games.
Looking over to Reyes.
Back
over to Bowden. Taylor left-hand dribble on the wing. Step back jumper on the way from 20 is
just short. Oh,
tipped around. Santa Ana comes down with the rebound.
Solka with the rebound. Passes it to Jonathan Joseph.
Santa Ana with the ball across the timeline.
So try to get ZK Bennett open on that. A lot of swarming defense. Good job. Good defense by Saddleback College. Jump shot just off.
Rebound Gerald Jones. Here come the Bobcats.
Going to bring the ball up the court. Trying to create something. Passes to Derek Rubidoux. Jimmy Reyes has been hot the last couple games. All right, back to Bowden. All right, now the Gerald Jones post goes to mismatch. Goes for a layup, just off. Oh, rebound, Santa Ana. Oh, I got to ZK Bennett. Pass it back out. Ball movement. Good three from Thomas Billinger. Just off. Rebound. Oh, looks like the ball's off.
All right, no score. 18:51 here to go in the first half. Here come the Bobcats after the ball out of bounds. Bowden with it across half court. Guarded one-on-one by ZK Bennett. Over to Gerald Jones outside the three-point line. They give it to Rubidoux. Back into Gerald Jones at the high post elbow. Taylor comes off the screen. He had a shot. He passed it up. He goes to Jimmy Reyes in the corner. He steps back with a pump fake. Fires up a three. Won't go. Offensive rebound, Derek Rubidoux. There's the ball over to Rubidoux, back inside to Gerald Jones. Nice pivot move underneath, but he lost it off his foot out of bounds. Nice move by the big guy, but it's a turnover. Santa Ana with the ball.
Yeah, Gerald Jones tends to have that problem when he gets in the low post with a mismatch. He sees easy food, tries to score, but it tends to end up with a lot of turnovers. He needs to stay focused and just exploit the mismatch rather than overthinking it.
Santa Ana quickly across the timeline. Long three-pointer by Miles Solka wouldn't go. Offensive rebound came off to the Dons. There's a whistle on the court. Looks like we've got a foul. First foul of the game. What's the call going to be? Sebastian Zerpa checks into the game for Gerald Jones. The Bobcats look like they're going to go small, Tanner.
That's a good matchup. Trying to play this counter the mismatch that Santa Ana tends to run with their rotating starting lineup. So it looks like they're going to play more of a small ball lineup, more stretch out, more of a 5-out offense for both teams.
All right, there was no foul in the play. It was a clock issue. Fixed now. Santa Ana with the ball. Passing around the perimeter, way outside. That's Jonathan Joseph, one of their top players on the dribble drive to the hoop all the way. Nice move, lay it up and in. 2-0. Santa Ana takes the lead here at Saddleback. 17:50 to go in the first half. We're just underway. Thanks for joining us here. Taylor with the ball, top of the key, gives it off to Sebastian Zerpa, who checked in for Jones. Way out front to Nick Bowden. Bowden on the left-hand dribble. Back over to Taylor, top of the key, drives down the lane. Euro step move. That's the old Euro step that I always called traveling when I played, but Taylor makes it work for a basket.
What can Taylor do on offense? He's electric. He can score from anywhere with any move.
It was very smooth. Nicely done. 2-2 now. Dribble drive on the way there from Miles Solka. The ball's knocked out of bounds by Zerpa. Santa Ana will have the ball.
Good defense.
Our officials for tonight: Ted Tobias, Steve Summers, and Javier Zavala. Of course, the Bobcats are coached by Jeff Oliver, assisted by Chris Hankin. Santa Ana, 25 years now for Dave Bragg as the head coach. His assistants are Robert Wakefield and Gilbert Davila. Turnover there. Here come the Bobcats. Taylor with the ball again on the left-hand dribble. Into the corner over to Bowden. Wide open for three. Beautiful pass. Beautiful find. Bowden with the three. Bobcats up 5-2. 17 minutes to play here in the first half. Santa Ana on the dribble drive. Cameron Johnson dishes it over.
A lot of swinging action, trying to find the best.
Jonathan Joseph, they're really swarming on Joseph every time he touches the ball. Tipped away nicely by Jimmy Reyes. It goes all the way for the one-handed layup, up and in. Jimmy Reyes created the turnover, got the nice pass from Bowden on the long lead, lays it up, and it's 7-2 now, Saddleback.
Yeah, Reyes making the most opportunity once in the starting lineup. He's making sure every minute he's in makes it worth it with offense and defense coming at the exact same time.
Santa Ana down the ball on the post. Double team there. Ahinakwa dished it back out to Long three-pointer in the corner by Zeke Bennett won't go. Rebound Saddleback all the way quickly up the court to Taylor at the top of the key. Foul line, dribbles, kicks it back out to Bowden from deep in the left wing. Long just a little bit from three-point line. Here comes Santa Ana 2-on-2. Zeke Bennett all the way to the hoop, tries it, stripped away. Last off of Saddleback. I thought Nick Bowden might have knocked it off of Zeke Bennett there, but they'll give the ball to the Dons. 16:07 here to go in the first half, 7-2 Saddleback.
It's a bit of a defensive slugfest thus far. A lot of missed shots. Everyone's clamping up on defense, making sure that every point is going to be earned in the basket, whether it be a three-pointer or in the paint.
All right, Saddleback to inbound the ball. They are shorthanded tonight. That's Brandon Green into the game, taking it out of bounds. Long three-pointer. Josh Donkey couldn't hit it. Here comes Saddleback. Jimmy Reyes to the foul line. Oh, it's tipped away nicely. That's Josh Duthoy.
Yeah, the left elbow looks to appear. The left side of the court looks to be wide open for Saddleback College. Every shot they've taken in that area has been wide open or lightly contested. I think they might have found an exploit in their defense.
And it's Jake Duthoy. My apologies, folks. Jake Duthoy in the game now for Santa Ana. Saddleback with the ball out of bounds. There's Bowden to Reyes, back over to Bowden. Long left-hander, dribbles to the corner, pulls up from a fall-away three-pointer and nails it.
That left side, man, they got to work on the guard in that area. Every shot they've made thus far has been from the left side.
9-2 now for Saddleback after another three-pointer. That's 2 in the game by Bowden from that deep left-hand corner. Santa Ana with the ball, out to half court. Cameron Johnson will swing it over to Brandon Green. Green over to Josh Danke. Cameron Johnson out at the top of the key, backs it off. The Dons are going to try and set something up here in a set pattern. Swing pass over to Danke into Jake Duthoy. They call traveling on the freshman out of El Dorado High School in Placentia.
Yeah, Saddleback's been a lot of good defense, a lot of swarming, a lot of doubles, a lot of trapping on that. They see the sets that Santa Ana College is running. They're running a 3-2, 3-out, 2-in set, and they're trying to make sure they swarm everywhere because the offense is a lot more tighter compared to Santiago Canyon, where they were more spread out.
Jake Duthoy is the biggest player on the court right now at 6'5", the freshman for Santa Ana. Both teams going small. Here's Jimmy Reyes on the left-hand wing. Off the screen,
left
double
side.
pick. Here comes Nick Bowden. 3 in a row from three-point range, and a timeout called by Santa Ana.
And they gotta guard the left side, otherwise this game is going to look like a blowout really soon.
The officials called. Bragg is talking with the officials. Not sure if he wanted that timeout, but somebody called it. It's 12-2.
And he did.
Yes, it is a timeout by Santa Ana with 14:55 here in the first half. Saddleback leads 12-2.
Yeah, Saddleback's playing a really well game of basketball. They're executing on both offense and defense. They're getting turnovers. They're getting open looks. All you need in a basketball game so far. Nick Bowden going off really early with a couple three-pointers made already. Atiba Taylor, Jimmy Reyes also on the board. Yeah, so I think Santa Ana County needs to play better offense and make sure they don't leave the left side continuously open, or they might lose by 100 points.
Yeah, 3 long-range bombs by Nick Bowden.
On the left side.
13 points from that left-hand wing and corner. So, yes, Santa Ana's got to do a better job of getting over there and closing out on the shooters. The officials are at the scorer's table talking something over. I think we're ready to go. 14:55 here in the first half. Saddleback 13, Santa Ana 2. It's been all Saddleback since the first minute of the game.
Let's
Santa
keep it
Ana
that
gets
way.
it across the timeline. Danke over in the corner. Brandon Green dribbles along the baseline. Duthoy long.
Just short.
Won't go. Rebound Saddleback. And here comes Nick Bowden. He's got the hot hand. Rubidoux back to Bowden from way downtown.
Bit of a heat check on that one.
That was like 27-footer. That's Steph Curry range.
Game
He's just
time.
a little bit short. Rebound to the Dons. Santa Ana with ball. Cameron Johnson, dribble drive, left-hander. Over to Brandon Green. Long left-hander back of the rim. Won't go. And there's Derek Rubidoux coming down in a crowd with a rebound.
Very cold start for Santa Ana so far. 2 points in 6 minutes. That's not going to work out in the long run. They got to score it and score fast. Otherwise, this game might be over already.
Atiba Taylor with a nice drive to the rim with the left hand. He couldn't get it to go off the glass. Santa Ana comes down with it. Duthoy with the rebound. Cameron Johnson with it.
Oh.
Taylor strips him. The ball goes out of bounds off of Taylor.
He's looking to be
Santa
more.
Ana ball. Cameron Johnson looked like he might have caught one on the shoulder there as Taylor came in to knock it away. But it went out off of Taylor, so Santa Ana retains possessions. 14 minutes to go, 13-2.
And this game's looking really ugly so far. So Saddleback College continuing to score and play well defense, while Santa Ana College needs to wake up because all their shots have been off for the most part. They got to drive to the basket because their threes are ice cold right now.
Brandon Green, 25 feet straight away against Jimmy Reyes. Reyes on man-to-man, pull-up, turnaround, left-hander. Nice shot by Brandon Green. Took Jimmy Reyes down to about 12 feet and turned and threw up a soft left-hander that went. 13-4 now, Saddleback ahead. Gerald Jones is third back in the game. The 6'10 freshman way outside the basket. Cuts underneath. Beautiful pass inside.
That is
from
basketball.
Charles Irving into the game also for the Bobcats, who now lead 15-4. Great pass by Irving. Great cut by Gerald Jones. Brandon Green again all the way. Nice move again. Brandon Green showing something with that left-hand dribble drive.
Trying to make sure that this game doesn't become a blowout. He's putting everything in his power to make sure this is a game again, and so far it's working.
Yep, 15-6 now. Saddleback leads Santa Ana. 13 minutes, a little bit more to play here in the first half. Gerald Jones at the elbow, top of the key, running a little UCLA high post, it looks like. Charles Irving dishes it out to Jimmy Reyes. He's been nailing him from long range out there. He gets a screen from Jones, dribbles hard to his left hand, goes all the way to the rim. It won't go, but a beautiful rebound by Aldebaran. Elijah Aldebaran into the game, and he tips it in beautifully for the basket. 17-6 Saddleback.
Yeah, it appears that even though that Santa Ana College is catching up really, but Saddleback College is also entering back, so this means a double-digit lead thus far in the first half.
And there's an unnecessary turnover by Santa Ana with Jonathan Joseph with a blatant carrying over, something you don't see called very often these days.
No, so the refs might be stepping up their officiating lately. It's good to see that they're making sure that the game is more fluid and natural rather than constant bad calls and missed calls throughout the game.
All right. Bobcats with the ball. Zerpa, nice pass inside. Tried to get it to Charles Irving. Oh, it's tipped away by Jonathan Joseph. Nice play by Joseph inside. Here comes Santa Ana up the right-hand side. Danke still with it. Dribble drive out to the free throw line. Just into the game. 15-footer, 33. That's Ben Ahinakwa back in the game.
Looks like Santa College is playing a lot of pressing defense. They're also playing a lot of full court trapping. They're just trapping and swarming every possession.
Aldebaran with a great pass inside to Charles Irving, who volleyballs it up once after missing his own shot. He can't get it. The ball's knocked around off of Gerald Jones, tipped out nicely. That's Josh Danke. And folks, we apologize with some of these pronunciations. We'll get them right. We do know Mom and Dad might be listening, but we did talk to the coaches, and we got them. We'll get them right. Here we go for Santa Ana across the timeline. Brandon Green has been the offense for Santa Ana right now. They swing it around over to Josh Danke. Into the corner, back to Brandon Green. Left-hand side, pulls up for the long left-handed three-pointer. It's in and out. Nice offensive rebound in there by Ahinakwa.
Good block.
Blocked by the 6'10 freshman. Was that Gerald Jones?
Yes, it was. He was the only 6'10 guy out there.
Yeah. And he made his size known inside right
Left
there.
side wide open again.
Aldebaran, long three-pointer, front of the rim. And Gerald Jones that time reached instead of using his size to get better position. The foul will be on Gerald Jones. That is our first foul of the ball game, folks.
Yeah, a lot of fast-paced action thus far. This is the first foul of the game. You can see a lot of action moving back and forth and stuff. A lot of fluid basketball. The refs are making sure they don't take over the game by letting the players play rather than trying to make it about them.
11:35 to go here in the first half. Saddleback 17, Santa Ana 6 here at Saddleback College. Orange Empire Conference action. There's Josh Danke over to Jonathan Joseph. Over to Brandon Green. Like I said, he's been the offense for Santa Ana early on, but they've got other weapons. They just got to get in sync. They tried to throw the high pick and roll. It's stolen away by Rubidoux. Rubidoux to Atiba Taylor. Goes, lays it up and in. Good. Easy basket for Saddleback off of the nice steal by Rubidoux, and it's 19-6 Saddleback with 11 minutes now in the first half.
A lot of great defense by Saddleback. They're getting a lot of turnovers, and they're executing the turnovers with a lot of fast break offense, a lot of 2-0, 1-0 runs in the paint. No one out in there in transition for Santa Ana College.
Brandon Green with another long three that rims in and out. You can tell he's got that range. He's comfortable shooting that. He's got a little bit of a playground left-handed kind of push for him.
Yeah,
He gets it off. It's nice. The ball went out of bounds back to Santa Ana.
Reminds me a lot of Campaign's jump shot. He's also left-handed. That's how he shoots from the Phoenix Suns backup point guard. Really similar style. The lefties kind of have a similar trait when we shoot threes.
C.K. Bennett into Thomas Billinger, the freshman out of Germany. 15-footer from the foul line. Won't go. Nice rebound inside by Cameron Johnson. Works hard. Can't get the layup to go underneath. Going underneath the basket. Rebound came off to Rubidoux. Rubidoux over to Bowden. Rubidoux gets it back from Bowden on the turnover. Quickly drive. Oh, there's a foul on Atiba Taylor going to the hoop. He's fouled by, it looks like they might get Billinger.
Yes, it was.
All right. Thomas Billinger will have the foul for Santa Ana. That will send Taylor to the line. 19-6, 10:35 to go here in the first half. Saddleback with the lead. Taylor looking to put the Bobcats over the 20-point mark.
He does.
First one is nothing but, because that's Taylor's got that beautiful left-handed.
Great free throw shooter.
He's solid from the line. 20-6 now with the second one coming. The Bobcats have Taylor, Bowden, Charles Irving, Aldebaran, and Derek Rubidoux on the court. Here comes Santa Ana. Across the timeline, Billinger over to Danke. Soka Back over to Jonathan Joseph. Back in the corner now to Billinger. Billinger out front to ZK Bennett. ZK Bennett back over to Miles Sulko. Sulko dribble drive to the corner, nowhere to go. Way back outside to Billinger on the left-hand dribble. All the way, the European from Germany puts it up and in, and he gets the foul underneath, so Santa Ana will go to the line.
So they're insling back with Saddleback. They see them driving to the basket and drawing fouls. They're trying to duplicate that as the lead is out. 21-6, 15-point game. They're trying to inch closer, but every time they get closer, Bobcats try to extend the lead even further.
Both teams are averaging about 72 points a game in conference play. Saddleback looks much more comfortable playing at a pace to reach that number tonight. Again, Santa Ana is without 3 players because of COVID protocols, so they're a little shorthanded. They do have 9 suited up, but Saddleback is moving the ball quickly up and down the court, and that may take its toll. Both free throws good for Santa Ana, 21-8 now. Saddleback 13-point lead, 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Aldebaran out 25 feet, dribble and drive to the left hand. He looks for Charles Irving on the right-hand wing. To the elbow, out to Atiba Taylor, straight away, 25 feet away. He pulls up, looks for a cutter. Santa Ana does a nice job of keeping the lanes closed. Aldebaran takes a right-hand dribble to the top of the key. 3-point bomb.
Good
Elijah
job.
Aldebaran off the bench, nails it.
You see Debron coming off the bench. He understands his role and is making the most of it and trying to adjust, playing like what the coaches want him to do with a quick 5 points to start the game.
Another 3-pointer there gives Saddleback a 24-8 lead. Santa Ana, nice pass inside to Cameron Johnson. Big, sturdy post. Oh, excuse me, that's not Cameron Johnson. That was Ben Ahinakwa. Ben Ahinakwa. 24-10. Ben and Ahinakwa with the layup there to give Santa Ana a basket to break up some of the Saddleback momentum. Taylor thought about it quickly. He goes over to Aldebaran, who doesn't think about it, launches the 25-footer, rebound inside to Taylor.
Also,
Battle for
it's
the
from
ball
Josiane.
underneath.
It is a
Tied up. We got a jump ball.
Jump ball. Also by Atiba Taylor on that. Once he passed the ball off, he knew where to be when the shot went off from Elijah Aldebaran. So he got in the paint, got the rebound, tried to make the most opportunity. Not just be a scorer, he wants to also retool the rest of his game with rebounding, playmaking, defense. He's getting a lot of steals and hustle, great trapping on the defense. So he's more than just an offensive weapon.
So timeout on the court with 9 minutes exactly to go here in the first half. Saddleback leads at 24-10 over the visiting Santa Ana Dons, who are 1-6 in conference, trying to get, some experience is really what they're playing for. Unlikely to earn a CCCSAA playoff berth, but you got to give it your all, and they're giving it the effort. They just look a little shorthanded.
Yeah, they're trying to make the most opportunities. They may not make the plus this year, but they'll see what guys work and what guys don't work. So for the next season, when they go out for another deep run in the playoffs, they can see which guys, when they learn from last game, will be perfect for their starting lineups and going forward. While Saddleback College looks like a well-oiled machine thus far in the game, though they're missing some open threes. But I feel like if you're going to miss a shot open three, it's probably the least of your concerns since they're making everything else basically. So overall, great performance from Saddleback. You can't ask for much more. Defense, offense, scoring, free throws, hustle, steals, blocks. This is basically a perfect game of basketball for Saddleback College thus far.
Absolutely. You mentioned in our pregame, Tanner, that Santa Ana had 5 starting lineups in the last 5 games. Billinger and Ben Ahinakwa are the 2 that have been in all 5 of those games. They're on the floor for Santa Ana right now, but the rest of it has been a hodgepodge, patchwork kind of a matchup, kind of a lineup.
Trying to expose min-matches as soon as they see it.
Yep. Jumper wouldn't go for Santa Ana. Here come the Bobcats over in the corner. Nick Bowden with his 4th 3 of the first half.
He's on fire. He's more than
Nick
just a
Bowden,
playmaker.
3-point bomb again, this time from the right corner after 3 from the left side. It's 27-10 Saddleback, 8:30 to go here in the first half. Ball's inside to the postman, Ahinakwa.
Looks like he's stepping up as well from Brandon Green. He's also trying to score, keep this a game. Looks like it's a command job.
He's undersized in there, but he did a nice job of getting the ball down on the block and scoring. 27-12, Saddleback with a 15-point lead over visiting Santa Ana. 8 minutes to go. Taylor tried to get it into Big Gerald Jones. It's kicked out of bounds by Santa Ana.
This isn't soccer. This is basketball. Let's hope that Taylor can make a right play this time. I hope he can see the mismatches more and feed Gerald Jones if they're in the post, because every time he's in the post, it's always a mismatch because who else is taller than him?
Nobody on this team out there for Santa Ana. It's just a lot of matchup problems there. Aqua, a freshman out of Tustin, is 6'5", and he's trying to guard Gerald Jones, and that's not easy when you're giving up that much size. Atiba Taylor, long-range three-pointer.
First three of the night for him.
The left-hander drills it 30-12, an 18-point lead for Saddleback, their biggest of the game so far. Here comes Santa Ana, trying to get back in it. A lot of perimeter passing. Nice cut underneath. Aqua lays it up and in.
That was good defense by Gerald Jones, but that was just better offense.
That was a nice cut and a nice pass by Jonathan Joseph to hit him on the backdoor cut. Ben Ahinakwa from Tustin gets the basket, 30-14, Saddleback over Santa Ana. There's Nick Bowden, hot as all can be. He gives it up to Taylor, also hot the last game's long three-pointer won't go. Rebound comes off to Santa Ana.
That left side was wide open yet again. They really got to start guarding that. It's a 16-point game, and it's going to be a 60-point game.
Danke gets it over to Cameron Johnson, over to ZK Bennett. Long way from the nice dribble drive, split defenders. Beautiful move, Tanner.
Perfect pick and roll offense right there. Remind me a lot of Damer Steph whenever they're in the pick and roll. They always find the little holes and gaps to jump through. A bit of a throwback to Mark Price. He was one of the first people to ever pioneer the whole splitting the defense on the pick and rolls. This is overall great offensive play. That's what Santa Ana needs, considering they're down 16 points with 7 minutes to go in the first half.
CK Bennett, he's a 6'1" freshman out of Midlothian, Texas. He split the defense beautifully and accelerated to the hoop, exploded up there. The foul was on Derek Rubidoux, who tried to get over and take the charge, but he was inside the half circle underneath the basket. 2 shots now for Bennett. The first one's front rim, no good. 30-14, 7:06 to play here in the first half. Saddleback with a 16-point lead.
Yeah, Ruo's one of those guys where he's always in the paint trying to draw charges. He's the heart and soul of the Saddleback college team. He's on defense. He gets rebounds. He gets threes. He gets steals. He gets blocks. He's everywhere on the court when you need him the most.
Neither free throw good by Bennett, so Saddleback escapes there. Atiba Taylor makes a nice move, pushes down towards the paint, steps back. That's his patented move.
He's continuing his hot streak thus far.
32-14 now. Saddleback with an 18-point lead, matches their biggest of the game. 6:45 in the first half. Santa Ana looking to get something going.
No confusion so far.
Danke's 25 feet behind the three-point line. He'll pull up and shoot from there behind the screen. It won't go. Rebound there to Nick Bowden. Derek Rubidoux on the rebound. To Taylor over to Nick Bowden to the top of the key. Gives it back to Rubidoux for his good job on the glass. Bowden
there's that left side
Jimmy
again.
Reyes wanted it, now wide open. Nick Bowden from 27 feet, his 5th three-pointer of the first half.
Man, he's on fire right now. He's looking like Steph Curry right now. He's heating up from the three, shooting from every mark, from the corner, the elbow, top of the key, everywhere. Soon we'll get a heat check from the logo soon.
35-14, 21-point lead. That is the biggest of the game for Saddleback. There's 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Santa Ana trying to get something going. Billinger, dribble drive to the free throw line, pulls up for the 15-footer, back of the rim, won't go. Rebound, Derek Rubidoux doing a great job on the glass. Quick outlet to Jimmy Reyes. Jimmy Reyes, dribble drive all the way, pull up from the line. At the dotted line, Jimmy Reyes made a nice little fall away with the right hand, put it up and in.
He may be undersized, but in the paint, he's a grown man.
He is an explosive scorer, Jimmy Reyes, and gives the Bobcats 37-14 lead, 23-point edge with 5:43 to play in the first half. Biggest lead of the game. Tanner, what can Santa Ana do to get back into this?
Well, I think Santa Ana needs to do is find more quality looks, because in the last few possessions, they're shooting a lot of contested shots. I know the three-pointer isn't working, but if the three-pointer's open, I think they should kick it out more. Go for the three, call more plays. There's a lot of ISO-heavy offense, so they need to do a lot of more off-ball movement, a lot of cutting, a little pick plays, a little curls, some quick four horns, flares, stuff like that. So to make sure that when they shoot a look, it's either open, clean, or at least underneath the basket open and clean. Because if they keep shooting these contested shots, the game's going to pull away from them.
Yeah, Ben Ahinakwa got a nice couple of looks down in the post and converted, but he's undersized. I mean, Saddleback's not a big team by any means, except when Gerald Jones is on the floor.
Correct.
But they're just not getting any clean looks close to the rim. Kicking it back out might be their only hope. Maybe Brandon Green will come back in and light it up for them. He got their offense going early on in the first half. Yeah, the only offense.
Yeah, it's either Green or Anakwa on that, because they're either scoring from low in the paint from Anakwa, or for Green he's open outside. So I feel like they need to continue to run the offense through them, because until someone else steps up, it's just a two-man show for them, and I don't think that's be enough to stop a hungry Saddleback college team who's looking to make the playoffs.
That's right. All right, Santa Ana brings it in. Brandon Green is back in the game now, number 15. Over to Donkey. Billinger around the horn. Nice passing to Brandon Green. They do make an effort to get the ball to him, but Brandon Green tried to drive the baseline and stepped out of bounds.
It's like Saddleback has honed in on him since he's one of the only players that can read offense by doubling and trapping repeatedly and trying to force him out of bounds on that play so that their offense still remains in the teens thus far in the game.
That's right, and it's getting away from the Dons here, visiting Santa Ana down 37-14. Aldebaran over to Bowden. Top of the key to Atiba Taylor. Left-hand dribble. Gives it off to Derek Rubidoux. No, that's Zerpa in the post now. He's into the game for the Bobcats. Nice give and go. Oh, good look by Taylor. The pass was just a little too high for the cutting Sebastian Zerpa on the pick and roll.
Was it too high or was Zerpa too short?
I'm going to put that one on Taylor. He doesn't make many mistakes, but that one was just a little high, and I think you had to be Gerald Jones to get a hand on that one.
A little confusion I see. I don't blame him. They kind of look alike if you ask me.
Brandon Green with the ball for Santa Ana. Dribble drive. Nice move. Dishes it off. Nice pass inside to Duthoy.
Yep. Just off.
Rebound Taylor. Here comes Saddleback. Long into the, Bowden had another three. He passed it up. He hit Taylor on the cut to the basket. Taylor couldn't get the layup to go. Wrestle underneath for the ball. It's a jump ball. Possession will go to Santa Ana. 4:52 here. No, it comes to Saddleback. We're high above the northern sideline here at Saddleback, so we can't see the possession arrow down at the scorer's table. The officials initially pointed towards Santa Ana possession. Saddleback ball. Aldebaran, dribble drive, a little bit out of control. He might have been tripped. No harm, no foul, no call. Here comes Santa Ana. Danke in the game. Danke with a nice move all the way to the. His layup spins up and out.
They can't make a shot.
They can't. Miles Solka came down with the rebound, went up with it, turned, and then there were three Bobcats in his face.
I know we're
traveling.
I know we're high up here, but do you think the rim for Santa College is closed? Because nothing's fallen for them, no matter what look it is. It's just bonk off the rim every time.
They've had a couple of good looks, made some nice cuts to the basket. The ball just didn't fall in for the Dons. All right, Saddleback with the ball in the lead, 37-14, 4:28 to go here in the first half. Taylor, right side, 25 feet, straight away to Bowden, 30 feet from the hoop, behind the three-point line to Sebastian Zerpa. He swings it over to Bowden, 25 feet, down cutting. Nice, beautiful play by Rubidoux.
Good team ball movement.
That was a great pass by Nick Bowden. He hit his teammate Derek Rubidoux, who made a nice little one-handed kind of George Gervin-esque flip at the hoop. I'm dating myself with George Gervin. Here we go.
Iceman.
Pass outside to Solka. Solka on the drive. He can't get it to... Backs out to Billinger.
ISO ball.
Nice bounce. The freshman from Germany puts up a beautiful soft touch. Beautiful shot by Billinger.
Those Germans are unguardable in the mid-range, if you ask me.
That's the shot that he's going to have to get and make, and he makes that one to make it 39-16. Saddleback. Santa Ana giving it all they got. They're just out. They don't have the depth right now, and they just don't have the offensive output to stay up with the Bobcats.
No. Left side wide open yet again.
Bowden for three. This one rims in and out. Danke with the rebound. Long pass up ahead. Miles Solka can't get it to go.
Good block by Atiba Taylor. Two-way menace so far.
Bowden back to Aldebaran. Debaran, beautiful pass inside to Sebastian Zerpa. Layup won't go. Rebound Danke. Santa Ana. They're going up and down the court now with Saddleback. Here comes Danke all the way to the hoop. Blocked by Aldebaran.
It's a block party down there.
There's a beautiful pass from, cutting to the basket. Great pass by Bowden. Aldebaran follows up with the block, streaking down the lane on a beautiful old-fashioned basketball cut. Got hit. He gets fouled. 2 shots coming for Elijah Aldebaran.
Yeah, there's a lot of transition basketball right now. You see that Santa Ana and looks like appears are trying to exploit some mismatches in transition. That's why they're playing a lot of fast pace, and again blocked at the rim by Atiba Taylor and Elijah Aldebaran. So every time when they get to the paint, there's someone there to prevent that from happening. They need to space it out more. Maybe when they're running in transition, everyone goes to the corners or the elbows, so it's more of a one-on-one matchup in the paint rather than a lot of 2-on-1, 3-on-1 matchups for Santa Ana College. And I don't think Saddleback College is playing good defense, and they're playing a lot of well-balanced offense. There's a lot of ball movement, stuff like that. They're basically like a polar opposite. There's a lot of ISO from Santa Ana College, and from Saddleback getting a lot of ball movement, unselfishness play.
All right, 1 out of 2 good for Aldebaran on the foul shots. 40-16 now. Saddleback with a 24-point lead.
Defense.
Stolen away. Aldebaran to Charles Irving. He goes for the ball.
He went for the style points and not the basketball points on that one.
I was okay with the carrying over call that they made, but that was not a travel that I would have called it. I'm an old school guy. That looked like Charles Irving rose and slammed it down, but they got him for 1 extra step. If they let him do that Euro step stuff, they should let him do that for the jam. Anyway, no basket. 2.5 to go here in the first half. Saddleback with a 40-16 lead. Here's Santa Ana with the ball. Joseph at the top of the key looking for somebody. There's the good pressure defense there by Rubidoux. Brandon Green on the switch. Oh, that beautiful left-hand floater. Brandon Green has been the primary offense for Santa Ana. He just drives down the lane and pulls up and gets the left-handed floater to go.
These are also tough shots. Like every time he shoots the ball, it's a hand in his face.
There's been good defense by the Bobcats.
This is better offense.
Oh, long three-pointer by Jimmy Reyes.
Just
Won't go. Rebound Brandon Green. Here comes Santa Ana. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 40-18. Brandon Green all the way to the rim. Debrin got over to make the block. Jake Duthoy can't hit that one. Long-range three-pointer. Here comes Debrin. 3-on-2. Tries to get over to Charles Irving. And they'll call a foul. I don't know if they'll get him on the floor or going up. Let's see what they call. Jonathan Joseph picks up the personal. It will be 2 shots. That one. Charles Irving, he got deprived of the dunks, and now he's going to get 2 foul shots, and it's 40-18 with 1:50 to go in the first half.
Yeah, this is looking like a blowout so far. It's like the Bobcats have more than double the points that Santa Ana does, and it's just like it's a mismatch so far. Like Saddleback College is clearly the better team on both ends of the court. They're getting turnovers on defense, and when they get those turnovers, they easily capitalize it with transition baskets. You saw there's a lot of movement for them, and it's just overall, just great play. There's no mistakes for Saddleback thus far.
Both free throws good by Irving. Minute 45, Saddleback up 42-18, matching their biggest lead of the game, 24 points. Danke over to Brandon Green. Dribbles drive to the top of the key. Pulls up from long-range three-pointer. The left-hander is not even close this time. Debrin with another rebound. Rubidoux to Reyes. Cross-court over to Charles Irving. He'll dribble drive the freshman from Newport Beach. Trying to hit 6'10" Gerald Jones. Nice defense by Santa Ana to get back and break that up. Here come the Dons. Jonathan Joseph with a dribble drive. Hard to the right side, pulls up nicely, gets it to Anakwa and knocks down the 15-footer. Ben Anakwa on a nice pass by Jonathan Joseph. Good transition game there by Santa Ana, getting to the rim and then kicking it back out.
Yeah, they're getting open looks, a lot of ball movement. They're finding the open shot. They're getting close to the paint because the threes aren't working. Maybe get an open mid-range jump shot, less than 3, but still a good look and get you points.
A minute to go here in the first half. Saddleback with a
left side wide open.
Lead. Kicked away. Jimmy Reyes tried to split 2 defenders. It's knocked away. Danke goes it all the way to the hoop. Throws up a wild shot. Late call, late whistle. The official underneath the basket did not make that call. It came out from the official trailing on the hash mark.
That's interesting.
It looked like Danke had been fouled on that, but it wasn't an initial whistle, but then the hash mark official trailing did make the call.
All right, maybe you saw something the other one didn't see, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it can happen that way. That was Charles Irving on the personal.
Yep.
His first. Yep. All right, 2 shots for Danke, trying to get Santa Ana to crawl back into this. 42-21 now, the football score.
Everyone in a football game right now.
47 seconds to go in the first half. Saddleback with a 42-21 lead, awaiting the second shot from Danke. It goes off the front of the rim. Saddleback will have it, 45 seconds to go. Debrin comes across the timeline, right-hand side. Santa Ana looks like they've dropped into a 3-2 zone.
I think that's a good idea considering they've been making their threes and the left side's been wide open for them.
It's interesting if they're going to extend that out to a 1-3-1. It's hard to tell. All right, Irving, baseline drive, back to Derek Rubidoux. Rubidoux with a left-hand dribble. Nice pass in the corner to Charles Irving from 3. In and out, won't go. Gerald Jones III on the rebound. The big 6'10" freshman with the left hand. Beautiful follow.
That's the problem with zones. You tend to leave the paint wide open because you're more spread out and conducive to double teams. So you can leave the big man who's the tallest player on the court and one of the best rebounders in the county get a wide open look and a clean look at the basket, which is something you shouldn't do.
Santa Ana running the clock down. 3 seconds to go here in the first half. They can't get the shot to go. Ben Anakwa had a 15-footer, but he couldn't make it, and that's going to leave Santa Ana trailing 44-21 at the end of the first half. That's our halftime score, folks. It's Saddleback 44, Santa Ana 21. We'll be back with halftime statistics right before the second half tips off. underway. Santa Ana takes it inbounds. They are going left to right here from high above the northern sideline here at Saddleback College Bobcats gym. Inbounds pass. Aqua takes it inside. It's blocked by Gerald Jones. Brandon Green gets another rebound.
Good steal by Tiba Taylor on that one. Up, jump ball.
Taylor's been very unselfish offensively in this game, and he's slashed in there to knock some passes away. He's doing a great all-around job.
Yeah, it's bringing up his pace. Like he's showing everyone that he's more than just an offensive threat with his defense. A lot of hustle on defense. You see a lot of steals and blocks from him this far. It's been an all-around just great game. He may not show up in the stat sheet, but he's impacted the game in a big way for Saddleback College.
Santa Ana opens up in a 3-2 zone this time around. Saddleback with the ball in a 23-point lead. Long three-pointer by Bowden, who was red hot with 5 of them in the first half, won't go. Here comes Santa Ana pushing it. Jonathan Joseph, beautiful spin move inside, kicks it out to Brandon Green. Dribble drive, knocked away, picked up by Aqua. He'll throw it back out to Billinger. They'll reset at the top of the key with Brandon Green. Strong with the left hand. There's that floater again. It won't go. Rebound Jimmy Reyes. Here comes Saddleback looking for their first points of the second half.
Bone open for 3. Oh!
Nice pass inside to the big freshman, Gerald Jones. He didn't need the dribbles. He could have just turned and shot. They triple-teamed him down low. He got bailed out with the foul call, but the big man could have gone straight up.
Yeah, he didn't have that problem a lot. Once he gets the ball in the post, he gets tunnel vision. You can't really see. Also in that play, Tiba Taylor was also wide open in the corner as well. Could have passed out there too, but no knock. You got the foul, so it's points are points.
Yeah, and the coach will tell you for big men, that's the old, was the floor still there dribble, because that's all you did was verifying that the floor was still below you when you bounced the ball off it, because otherwise turn and shoot. And he's a freshman and he's a raw talent, but he's got a beautiful left-handed stroke. He missed the first free throw, but he's got a lot of upside. Gerald Jones, the 6'10 freshman for Saddleback.
Yep. You can't teach height.
No, and that's a nice soft touch. You can't teach that either with that kind of size. Makes the second to give Saddleback a 45-21 lead, matching their biggest of the game, 24 points, 18:49 to go here in the second half. Santa Ana, Brandon Green, reverse pivot, dribble drive with that left-hand floater again. It goes in off the back rim. It goes off the back rim. Rebound to Jimmy Reyes, out to Bowden. Saddleback on the run. Long two-pointer there for Derek Rubidoux. Oh, he got the 3. It looked like his foot was over the line.
Black line is 3-pointer.
All right, 48-21 now for Saddleback. That's their biggest lead of the game. 27 after Rubidoux hit the beautiful 3. Aqua turns and shoots. They'll get Gerald Jones, it looks like, on the foul.
Yeah, this lead thus far is getting bigger and bigger with every possession, every minute. It appears that it's at a 27-point game, 27-point lead thus far, and it appears, if Santa Ana College wants to make any adjustments, they should do it right now, because this is quite frankly turned into a bloodbath for Santa Ana.
Yep. Ben Aqua, the freshman out of Tustin, he's 6'5", but he made a very quick spin move in the post that Gerald Jones couldn't quite keep up with, and he reached a little bit and fouled him. Aqua makes the first, misses the second. Rebound Taylor. Here come the Bobcats. They lead 48-22. Rubidoux back to Bowden for the long 3 on the left rim, back of the rim. Kept alive by Gerald Jones, but taken away now by Santa Ana on the long drive. Solka can't get it to go. Jonathan Joseph pull up in the lane, won't go. Rebound back out. Jonathan Joseph gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Solka for a long 3 in the corner. There's their first 3 of the game.
Which is crazy to say, considering it's the second half.
That's right. Solka drilled that one. Looked very easy for Miles Solka.
Law swarming defense by Santa Ana.
Double team. They get him at the gun. Taylor gets rid of it. Rubidoux back over to Bowden again for another 3. Boom.
Answers
6
right
in the
back.
game. Boom time. Nick Bowden on a nice pass, quickly over from Derek Rubidoux. You don't realize Derek Rubidoux's contributions unless you're really watching the game.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
He does everything. That's
crazy.
Right. There's a pull-up jumper by Billinger, won't go for Santa Ana. Nice rebound by Taylor. He pushes it up the court to Bowden on the right-hand wing. He's feeling it from 25.
7.
Nick Bowden with his 7th three-pointer of the game. 54-25. Saddleback, 17-15 to go here in the second half. 29-point lead, biggest of the game. 21 points, all on threes by Nick Bowden. Brandon Green tries to get a 3. It won't go. Gets his own rebound. Dribble drive on the left-hand side with the left-hand floater. Nice shot. He's got that game inside, folks.
He's carried over from the first half. He's so far one of the only few bright spots on their offense, and he's just trying to do his best to make sure it's the game again.
Atiba Taylor with a long 3. Won't go. Santa Ana gets the rebound. Jonathan Joseph on a hard drive down the right-hand side. He's going to go all the way. No, he pulls it up to Aqua. 6-footer on the way. I think he thought about Gerald Jones coming towards him, and he short-armed it, and it came up a little short. That happens, folks. You see a 6'10 guy, you think maybe he's coming at you, and all of a sudden the ball does not come off with good rotation, and the next thing you know, your 6-footer only went 4 feet.
Yeah. Gerald Jones using his size in areas you didn't expect.
That's right.
Contesting jump shots just by his presence alone, the fear factor he brings.
Fear factor, good word, because you think about the 6'10" guy who's going to come out there and knock that thing into the stands.
Boom.
Saddleback trying to get it across under pressure. 16.5 to go second half. Taylor on the drive. Nice pass to Gerald Jones looping. The big man only took one strong dribble that time. Good move. Couldn't get the left-hand jump hook to go, but a much more aggressive move in the post.
Got to see a little more improvement, a little more aggression for him.
Yeah, Jonathan Jones, long three-pointer by Billinger, won't go. Rebound, nice.
Yeah,
Jake Duoy in the game.
Saddleback College isn't really contesting threes lately, just letting them shoot.
Jonathan Joseph on the dribble drive. He's going to go all the way to the rim. He's going to get the foul. Taylor reached in again.
I know saying that Saddleback College is a big lead, but their defense thus far early looks kind of like lethargic. They're not really trying. It's like they're just getting there, not putting their hands up. They're giving them open looks.
Tanner, they've stopped moving their feet.
Yeah.
They're standing straight up because they're all looking to get out on the break and with the big lead and how hot they've been shooting. Can't really blame them, but there it is. A wide open three-pointer for Billinger won't go, but it was wide open. Rebound to Aldebrin, who's come in the game. He's been solid on defense on the glass and with some steals. Good skip pass over to Bowden for another three from long. In and out 3 times. Heartbreak 3 times. 3 heartbreaks. Ouch.
Oh, they give him that considering he's been on fire thus far as 7 made threes, but I guess not.
Nice rebound by Jake Duthoy for Santa Ana. Billinger's got it on the right wing, 25 feet, dribble drive hard, spin move, nice move. Good defense there by Derek Rubidoux.
Great defense.
He was right there with him the whole way. The spin move didn't throw him.
Best defender on the team.
Rebound came off. Here's Aldebrin with the ball for Saddleback. Kicks it back out to Jimmy Reyes. Over Derek Rubidoux. Unselfishly still gives it to Bowden. Wide open in the left-hander corner.
Number 8.
Boys and girls. 8 3-pointers. Boom time. Drano, the kitchen sink
they
is
know
wide
who's hot.
open here at Saddleback.
This is becoming the Nick Bowden game.
Wow. That's 8 threes for Nick Bowden, and that's the biggest lead of the game. 57-27 Saddleback. 15-17 to go here in the second half. Santa Ana coach David Bragg had seen enough there. He's going to call timeout and try and regroup.
Yeah, Nick Bowden literally has 24 points to Santa. He's quite literally trying to outscore Santa Ana College, which is really impressive considering he's their leading assister for Saddleback College. But I guess if someone's hot, just feed the hot hand. Doesn't matter what their skill set is, what they're usually known for on offense. Just give him the looks. If he's hot, give him a 3, 3, 3, 3. All of his shots you shot are threes, and they've all gone in. It's crazy to see like his game has adapted to different surroundings. Depending on the game he plays, he'll either have a playmaking role or a sharpshooting role. It's like he's like a kitchen, what's it called again? The Swiss Army knife.
There
like
you go.
on offense, you want him to
Versatile.
Versatile at anything, shooter, scorer, anything. Like it's been like this is the, last week we had the Atiba Taylor game with him going off for over 30 points. Now it's the Nick Bowden game. It's like whenever someone's here at Saddleback College, they're gonna have a career night, and this time it's Nick Bowden's opportunity.
And 2 games ago, Sebastian Zerpa came off the bench to score 25 when they beat Golden West. So they've got weapons in a lot. And Jimmy Reyes has scored 39 points in the last
can't forget
2
about
games.
him. I know
he's
you're
been quiet,
undersized.
but they haven't needed his offensive production because Bowden has got 24 on the board just from long range.
He's quite literally an entire team's offense.
Mark Spin along with Tanner Aparicio here on Saddleback Radio, Saddleback College Department of CTVR YouTube channel, streaming live. Thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. Brandon Green, left-hand dribble, kicks it back out to Billinger, behind the three-point line, goes to the elbow. There's a nice pick away by Aldebrin, goes off to Bowden, trying to go all the way for the layup. He almost fumbled that off his own leg. I don't think he realized how easy the two-pointer could be, but Nick Bowden gets his first 2-point basket, and it's 59.
And attempt.
And attempt, there you go. Nice pull-up there by Solko. Miles Solko came in, and he's got 5 points here in the second half for Santa Ana. And it's 59-29, just under 15 to go. Jimmy Reyes across the half-court line for the Bobcats. Over to Aldebrin, 25 feet, left side, dribble drive, top of the key, skip pass over to Bowden in the corner. He makes the skip pass over to Reyes.
Ball
nice
movement, excellent ball movement.
Nice, look at Aldebrin. Easy 15-footer, won't go. But they follow. Aldebrin was right there to knock it out. Loose. Bowden back over to Aldebrin behind the three-point line to Jimmy Reyes in the corner. No, that's Sebastian Zerpa from 3. In and out again. Rebound there to Miles Solko. Solko bringing it up the court. Here comes Santa Ana trying to get their legs under him again, trying to find some rhythm, get back in this if they can. Dribble drive. Donkey over to Brandon Green. Left-hand pump fakes. Pulls up for the 3. Won't go. Front of the rim. There's the rebound, but there he is again. Derek Rubidoux on the glass for the Bobcats.
Get a heat check from Nick Bowden?
Yeah. They had him there. They didn't get. There's the skip pass. No, deflected, but it still gets over to Aldebrin behind the three-point line. He's open on the bed. Zerpa to Jimmy Reyes. Kicks it over. Nice pass inside to Aldebrin out to the wing from 3. In and out
just
won't
off.
go
Rebound.
again.
There's
Rebound,
Rubidoux
Derek
everywhere.
Rubidoux
He's everywhere on
knocking
the
it.
court.
Oh, beautiful pass there by
Alley-oop.
Debron into Jimmy Reyes.
That's the
Well
first
done.
ever 5'9" alley-oop I've ever seen.
I think 5 Saddleback players touched it before they got the easy layup there. Jimmy Reyes with the beautiful pass by Eli Debron, and it's 61-29, 32-point lead for the Bobcats. Long-range three-pointer won't go for Santa Ana. The ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to the Bobcats. We've got substitutions at the 13-16 mark.
Yep, 32-point lead, largest lead of the game for Saddleback College. And Nick Bowden, although we just mentioned him having won the game of his life, recently he's been doing a lot of playmaking roles. He's had a lot of open looks, but he sees a good look and he wants to make it a better look for Saddleback College, being really unselfish, even though this game has been all about him so far.
All right, here come the Bobcats. Taylor, kick pass over in the corner to athletic move by Debron down the baseline. Oh, they're going to call me. He went up and down, I think. Jeff Oliver's out on the court. He does not believe the call. Careful, coach.
Very passionate coach.
Careful, coach. Yeah, he had to miss the San Diego Canyon game a week ago with a 1-game suspension after being ejected during the Golden West contest. But he's back on the sideline.
Does he know we're up by 32 points?
Yeah, well, he's intense. There's no doubt about that, and he wants to see the Bobcats get the most out of this. Brandon Green with another left-handed floater. That's he's just one of those guys that you'll scratch your head and say, how did he do that?
Yeah.
And he just knocks them down, and he goes left, he goes left, he goes left, and he still gets the shot up, and boom, it's in.
There may not be that many bright spots for Santa Ana College thus far, but Brandon Green is one of them. He's their best scorer thus far. He's getting anything he wants. He's scoring at will. He's also just all around just making sure that this one-man offense might be enough to try to claw back in, even though thus far the game appears to be out of reach. Let's see if Santa Ana College can do anything to shorten the lead.
Old-fashioned three-point play by Brandon Green, who gets the steal here, looking for 5 straight points with the right hand, lays it up and in, and he does get 5 straight points for Santa Ana, who cuts it to 61-34, 27-point lead with 12.5 to play. Green's a 6-foot sophomore out of Foothill. There's a nice skip pass over to Taylor. Oh, and he unselfishly kicked it back out to Sebastian Zerpa from 3-point range.
Great
One,
pass,
two,
great
three.
shot.
Taylor unselfish again, had the floater if he wanted it, kicked it to Zerpa, who knocks down a long-range 3, 64-34.
A lot of unselfish basketball at Saddleback College, as you see with Santa Ana. It's still a lot of ISO-heavy ball, but this second half, Saddleback College has been really just passing finally open man on every play, no matter what. Even if it's open look for them, they're making try to get a better look for their teammates.
They're going up and down there. Saddleback had a steal. Charles Irving made a nice move to the hoop. He couldn't get it to go. Long three-pointer there by Solko. Won't fall this time. Rebound comes off to Jimmy Reyes, and he's going to slow it down. Jeff Oliver's going to try to attack this 3-2 zone that Santa Ana's gone into to try and slow down the Saddleback offense. Taylor over to Reyes. Had a look at it, thought about it, no. Dishes over the corner. Charles Irving, the freshman from Newport Beach, drains the three-pointer from the deep corner.
Looks like Nick Bowden's shooting this hot stretch with the rest of his team.
67-34 now. Saddleback, 33-point lead, matches their biggest of the game. 11:20 to go here in the second half. Green tried to make something to go inside to Ian Aqua. It got tipped away. Ian Aqua came up with it, and there's going to be a foul on Saddleback in the paint.
Questionable call.
Jimmy Reyes on the foul, trying to take it away from Ben Ian Aqua.
Didn't have the size advantage. He knew that it'd be an easy basket for Aqua, but he tried to, make sure turnover, try to make something out of nothing.
Yep, and he got the ball out of bounds here to Santa Ana. Green will inbound it. Over the corner to Donkey. Donkey with it on the right-hand side. Nice crossover dribble to the left. Beats Charles Irving all the way to the hoop. Nice play. Not horrible defense by Charles Irving, but a nice crossover by Donkey. That's right. That makes it 67-36. Saddleback over Santa Ana. 11 minutes to go in the second half here in Orange Empire Conference action. Saddleback with the ball. Debron over to Jimmy Reyes, top of the key, over to Charles Irving, into the three-point territory, left-hand corner. Debron skip pass to Atiba Taylor, long-range 3, boom. Boom time. Long range again for the Bobcats, 70-36 now. Bobcats are lighting it up offensively from behind the line like we haven't seen.
Yep.
Here comes Santa Ana. Brandon Green on the drive, throws up the left-hander. Wow, that's just something special right there. He's a scorer, folks.
Yep.
He's not one of those super pure shooters that you think you're going to watch from 27 feet, just drain them, but he just finds a way to get to the rim and get that left-handed floater go. He's fouled on that one.
Yeah, just
I
doing
was
everything.
so impressed with the drive, I forgot to tell you he got fouled, but the basket went, so he's looking for another old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, that's his three-pointer.
That is his three-pointer. He can make the three-pointer. We've seen him stroke it, but gosh, he just gets to the rim at 5'11" out of Foothill High School. He misses the three there. Aqua with a nice rebound. Oh, Gerald Jones is there for
all
the block.
6'10" of him.
That's right. Jimmy Reyes now on the outlet from Gerald Jones. Gives it over to, who's in the game now for the Bobcats?
Cora Burns.
Gar Burns in the game for the Bobcats. There we go. Long range for Jimmy Reyes. Boom.
Everyone is hot in Saddleback
That's
College.
Steph Curry range right there from Jimmy Reyes.
Lillard range, too.
Boom. 73-38. 35 is now the biggest lead of the game for Saddleback over Santa Ana. 10 minutes to play here in the second half.
Sloan Saddle's lead's getting bigger and bigger.
Donkey on the dribble drive. Gives it out to Jonathan Joseph. He's been steady for him all year long. Donkey for the long three-pointer. Long, won't go. Rebound, Billinger. Might have gotten away with a foul there on Jimmy Reyes. And the rebound comes off the missed shot by Billinger. Gerald Jones gets it out to Taylor. Pulls up with that step-back jumper from the foul line.
One of his favorite moves. What can he do on offense? That's the real question.
75-38. That was pretty. How many in the game now for Atiba?
Taylor has about 16 points.
16 now. He's been lighting it up lately. 30, averaging 30 in his last two. There's a rare miss on an errant left-handed pull-up by Brandon Green. He got a little look from Dave Bragg and said, yeah, I know.
I won't fault him on that. He's been their entire offense this far in the game.
And the coach just kind of said, yeah. And he might have been tired because they're pulling him out right there.
Don't blame him. It's been all wrong great performance. He's been their few bright spots this far in the game. And if they have any positives to look about over this game, it is, of course, Brandon Green. He's just overall great offensive performance for him.
Miles Solka and Jake Duthoy in for Santa Ana. Here's Saddleback with the ball. Taylor at the top of the key. Over to the right wing to Nick Bowden.
He's the big man in the post.
Nice big kick pass back out. Swings it over to Jimmy Reyes. Swings it back to Taylor. Wide open straight away three. Back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound. Gerald Jones fought for it. Couldn't get it. Burns got the rebound in there. Kahar Burns comes in and gets offensive glass. Bowden misses the long three. Get a picture of that. It's one of the first ones we think we've seen him miss.
Yeah.
There's a nice move by Donkey all the way to the hoop.
Easy two
Makes
for him.
it 75-40. Saddleback with a 35-point lead over Santa Ana and the ball. 8:50 to go here in the second half. Bowden over to Kahar Burns. Skip pass all the way. They've been doing that skip pass a lot. Left-hand side, deep corner. Bowden, skip pass all the way to the other corner to Kahar Burns.
I stepped out of bounds for that.
Standing out of bounds. And that can happen when you're first in the game and you're trying to get your footing. Kahar Burns just checked in a moment ago.
But a great look and want to take advantage of it.
He's going to get warmed up, and here comes Santa Ana. Kick pass out to Jonathan Joseph. Dribble drive all the way. Nice move. Oh, he unselfishly gave it up there to Solka. Solka probably did more than he needed to get that shot up, but it worked out just fine for him. 75-42. Solka with the basket there, and he's got 7 points here.
Gerald Green was in the paint. He tried. Gerald Jones
well,
trying to get up and look. You got to move around.
You got to get away from him. There's the steal by Solka. He's been doing a nice job here in the second half. Nice pass all the way for the layup from Donkey.
Perfect
Great assist
team play
from Solka after the steal. Layup there for Donkey. That brings it to 75-44. We're trying to create some drama here.
I know, right? That was the most basic basketball drill you ever learned. You get the ball transition, find the man layup.
2-on-1 fast break, beautifully executed. Here's Jimmy Reyes from 30 feet. That was against Steph Curry range.
Yep.
Billinger with a hustle on the rebound, out of bounds. He threw it off of Nick Bowden. Let's see which way they're going to give it. They're going to give the ball to Santa Ana.
Yeah, hit Bowden on that one. A little close, but it just bounced off Bowden at the last possible second. Didn't really touch him that much.
Brandon Green coming back in for Donkey.
A little water break.
Nice job there. Yeah, Donkey looks a little gassed. He's been going up and down the court a lot, keeping up with the Saddleback break. All right, Jonathan Joseph's going to bring it across the timeline on the left-hand side. Dribble drive all the way with the left hand around Kahar Burns. Goes up, and he's going to get a foul on Nick Bowden. He got to the hoop. Saddleback again, their defense, we see a little bit more standing straight up.
Yeah, so the gas off the pedal a little bit once they realize the game's over 20 points. But it's still up by 31 points, which is really impressive. But yeah, you can obviously tell in the second half they've tried to dial it back on defense, knowing that this game is pretty much out of reach for them. So they're just trying to focus on other stuff.
They've got a tough stretch ahead because Monday night at San Diego Canyon.
Yeah, any break they can get, they'll take it.
Here we go, inbounds pass. They called it on the drive, not on the shot. Inbound to Billinger, pull up soft 15-footer. Gerald Jones goes up high and gets a rebound. The big man goes to the dribble to Bowden across half court.
Little
he looks
point
around.
Center.
Yeah, that's right, a little point center. Irving over to Kahar Burns. He goes right. He gives it to Taylor at the top of the key into the high post. Little UCLA high post action again. Gerald Jones with a nice, strong left-handed move. He gets the basket and one.
Yeah, the UCLA high post stuff works when you have a big, just like Gerald Jones
right.
third.
You got a guy who can turn and face and make something happen, because I think you really do have to respect Gerald Jones's 15-foot range.
Yeah, how many guys do you know that are 6'10", can move like Gerald Jones, and can finish with a soft touch like that?
Well, that's what's the upside on him, because his perimeter 12-foot game, 15-foot game, that's there. The stuff down on the block, it seems like that's what he's really
It's one of the rarest. That's the hardest stuff to
learning
teach
on.
Nowadays, considering how much basketball has evolved.
It's such
more
a perimeter
three-point
game now. Even the 6'10" guys are
in
playing
the corner,
facing the basket.
So you got guys like shoot threes, like look at Jokic and Embiid, for example. Those guys are the best bigs in basketball, but they're also shooting threes.
And they prefer it, I think, too.
Yeah, a little less burn turn your body.
Another old-fashioned three-point play. Gerald Jones knocks down the free throw with the left-handed soft touch. 78-34 now. Saddleback 34-point lead. 7 minutes, a little over to go. Jonathan Joseph on the drive for Santa Ana, all the way to the rim. Nice pass back out to Inaqua. Again, he came up short when Gerald Jones came out and
just
intimidated
presence.
him. Ben, again, just short-armed it.
The intimidator. Because the number 3, like Dale Earnhardt.
There, Bowden from long range one more time.
Number 9.
9 three-pointers. We're going to have to get Brad Hoysett to tell us what the school record is for three-pointers in a game, because that's 9 right there.
Feels like a record.
Sports Information Director Brad Hoysett from Saddleback, one of the best in the biz. He'll give us that information when he gets a chance. But again, we're high above the northern sideline here at Saddleback College, and Brad's down there on press row. So he can't lean over and give us that, but we'll try and follow up and see. Who knows? 9 3-point made shots by Nick Bowden. 81-44. Saddleback cruising. 6.5 to play in the second half. There's Kahar Burns in the corner. Nice pass back to Aldebaran. Pulls up from 15. Beautiful. Good basketball assist to Kahar Burns. Nice pass to the cutting Aldebaran, who got himself open inside the 3-2 extended zone. Solka back in the game. Errant pass. Ball's tipped around. Comes back to Saddleback.
That's a pass.
Nice play there by Inaqua. Nice pass up ahead to Miles Solka. He can't get the layup to go.
You heard the footsteps on that.
That's the night it's been for Santa Ana.
Yeah, nothing.
Beautiful pass. The big man again did the dribble. He didn't need to, but he lays it up and in on a beautiful pass by Aldebaran, who's done a nice job at both ends of the court for Saddleback.
He took his bench role and is making the most of it. He understands the importance of it, and he's just thriving as a bench player.
It's like interchangeable with him and Jimmy Reyes about who's going to start, who's going to play.
If you need scoring, you want Jimmy Reyes. If you need some playmaking off the bench, more facilitating, then you go to Aldebaran.
And he's got that slash to the opens. Point in the zone thing down pat. Here comes Santa Ana. Donkey back in the game. Brandon Green dishes it off to Miles Solka, who's been their offense here in the second half. Tough 15-footer, but the shot clock was running down. That's something you won't hear us say too often.
Probably the first one I've heard all call.
Taylor got away with a double dribble because he pinned it off his leg as he was coming across the timeline. Long three-pointer by Kahar Burns wouldn't go.
He's shaking up on that play.
Foul on Taylor. Looks like he got raked in the eye. Brandon Green's going to get called on the foul, trying to reach in on Taylor after the offensive rebound from Kahar Burns is just off from the long three-point right-hand corner. We've got a quick timeout on the court, and it's 5:07 to play. You're listening to Saddleback College men's basketball here on Saddleback Radio, KSBR.org, streaming live on the Saddleback Department of Cinema, Television, and Radio YouTube channel. Our thanks again to the Saddleback Tech team led by Matt Rodet, who's doing all the hard work here. I'm Mark Spin along with Tanner Aparicio. We're having a lot of fun watching teams run up and down the court, even though the only ones really producing in that running are the Bobcats.
Yeah, I mean, I know the game's a blowout and all, but it's still fun basketball at the end of the day. It's free basketball, good college. There's a lot of great players. Nick Bowden balling out, having probably the best shooting I've ever seen live. Also, Tiba Taylor lining up, and then on the Santa Ana side, you have Brandon Green, who's also catching fire, and Josh Donkey also hitting up, followed by Miles Solka. This is it's good play all around. Even though the score may not reflect it, this is still a good game of basketball.
It is. They're learning. Santa Ana, Coach Bragg has got, he's been there for 25 years at Santa Ana. We talked with him before the game, and he mentioned they were a bit shorthanded because of COVID. 3 of their primary guys, aren't playing tonight.
No fault of their own.
And it's just, it's COVID. That's just the way it goes. Pandemic protocols. But the guys are out there giving it their all. The effort is 100% on Santa Ana's side. It's just the shots would not fall at all in the first half. Saddleback was red hot, and next thing you know, it's a 30-point game. And now it's a 40-point game, 41 41 to be exact, 85-44. Yeah, you heard that right, folks. Saddleback 85, Santa Ana 44. 5 minutes to play. Saddleback ball underneath the basket. Aldebaran will inbound. Charles Irving, Gerald Jones, Taylor, and Kahar Burns in there for the Bobcats. Nice pass inside on the inbounds. Taylor kicks it out to Burns for the high arcing three from the corner. Just off. Nice rebound there by Aldebaran. He took it away from Donkey.
And you hear that from up here.
And he took it away from him.
Yeah, you can hear the thud from up here.
Kind of that mid-air collision, and Donkey came out a little worse for wear on that one. And the insult to injury, they call the foul on Donkey, sending Eli Aldebaran to the line.
Or appears to be a little damp.
Oh, they're going to call it, no, not a shooting foul. Eli can't believe it. He was already ready to take the shots.
He's already warming up. You can see his motions.
Here we go. Aldebaran will go back to take it out of bounds again for Saddleback with 5 minutes exactly to go. 41-point lead for Saddleback. The Bobcats red hot from behind the three-point line all night long. Taylor still in the game for Saddleback. I don't expect to see him too much longer.
Unless he has like a record to break.
Taylor into that UCLA high post against the zone. Gerald Jones had a nice look, but he just misfired on it.
Mark up by Burns on that one.
Yeah.
He's jumping down through the ball out of bounds off of Thomas Billinger on that.
Yep. Here comes Santa Ana. Brandon Green with the ball, trying to get something going again for the Dons. Over to Billinger. Billinger to Donkey. Donkey into Duthoy. Brandon Green with it now into the post to Billinger. Billinger backing in on against Aldebaran. Good defense by Aldebaran. Shot won't go. Ben Inakwa gets pushed by Gerald Jones down on the block. Again, doing a nice job undersized. Ben Inakwa did a nice job of getting in there and getting the offensive rebound. I think Billinger forced that when guarded closely by Aldebaran, but at this point in the game when you're down 41.
With 4 minutes left.
Yeah, it's kind of a moot point.
You're
just getting shots up. But again, Santa Ana has not scrapped what they're trying to do. They're still moving the ball, and they've done a better job in this half of driving and kicking.
Yeah.
They just haven't had any perimeter stuff get on fire. Both free throws good by Inakwa. That makes it 85-46.
Back to a 30-point blowout.
Yeah, down under 40 now. We got 4 minutes and change to go here at Saddleback. Taylor with the ball into Aldebaran, into Gerald Jones at the post. Turns and faces, but that's what happens when big men put it on the floor. Thomas Billinger raked it away from Gerald. He did not need to dribble again. Brandon Green in the corner, back to Billinger for a long three-pointer. The freshman from Germany knocks it down. No surprise a European player can shoot. They all can,
right?
It seems
especially
like,
a German European that can shoot.
Billinger drilled that one, and it's 85-49 now. Saddleback still cruising, doing nice ball movement against the 3-2 zone, into the post again. That one, I can't blame that one on Gerald Jones. Donkey came down on the double team, did a nice job from the top of the zone to come down and double team. As Gerald Jones was turning towards the basket, tied him up for a jump ball, possession arrow, Santa Ana.
Looks like they're focusing more on Gerald Jones, and he's been pulled from the lineups. So it looks like Saddleback will chase it up, try to help extend the lead, even though it's pretty much a blowout. But, still can learn from different lineups and figure out which ones are the best and which ones are the worst.
Jonathan Joseph checks back in for Brandon Green, who's been dynamic.
Their entire offense,
Santa,
basically.
Yeah, he's Sulka in the second half, Green all game long, but he hasn't had a lot. Donkey.
Good block by Atiba Taylor.
Nice, just with the left hand. He let him get around him, but with the size advantage.
And the reach.
Donkey is only 5'9". That's a generous list, I think. Here's an inbounds pass into, it's Billinger again on the turnaround. Nice job on the baseline by Billinger. Saw him from the three-point line, and now he took Taylor down on the block. Tiba kind of backed off him, and Billinger made it work. All right, Zerpa over to Aldebaran, to Taylor, top of the key. 3 minutes to go now. Saddleback well up. Charles Irving back in the game for the Bobcats. Zerpa over to Kahar Burns, over to Aldebaran, over to Zerpa. Long three-pointer, right-hand wing. Tiba Taylor goes kaboom.
Maybe too long for us. For him, that's probably just a normal midi for him.
He and Nick Bowden are going to have to get out there and tape measures to see who had the longer three tonight. Because that one was, I think, his foot was on the hash mark.
Yeah, it almost took that bounds on that one.
Long three by Donkey won't go. Rebound. Nice job by Sulka to get it over to Billinger got it to Sulka on the pull-up jumper from the foul line.
Been on fire in the second half.
Yeah,
a little too late. Little too late on that. But you know what? You can build off this.
Sure, Billinger and Sulka have not. None of the Dons have given up, and Billinger and Sulka have been active offensively and creating shots and knocking down finally some threes for Santa Ana, which had the Drano wasn't working.
No, it wasn't. It was
kitchen
clogged.
sink in Santa Ana.
They had to hire a plumber to fix that.
The plumber came and cleared it up, so now they've had a couple of Dranos here from behind the line, but it's
Too little,
proverbial
too late.
too little, too late. Mark Spin along with Tanner Aparicio from
That's
Saddleback College. 2.5 to go. Thanks for joining us here at Orange Empire Conference action. Saddleback looking to stay in 5th place in the conference. This should easily keep them there. They'll be 5-4 in OEC play. This will drop Santa Ana to 1-7. Big game coming up Monday night at Santiago Canyon. Last week we had the double overtime thriller that Santiago Canyon won here, and now the Bobcats will go to Santiago Canyon Monday night to begin a very tough stretch of games for Saddleback.
Yep. Looks like game's wrapped up. This is a must-win game for Saddleback College. It looks like they got it, trying to build on it, get a little 2-game win streak. So when they have the tougher competition, they're able to use this momentum to their advantage and hopefully beat Santiago Canyon.
Yeah, and it's a tough stretch, as we talked about in the pregame. It's the good news, bad news. It's like you got 8 conference games remaining, including tonight, 7 after tonight, and 5 of those are against teams that are ahead of you, Riverside, Irvine Valley, Santiago Canyon, and Fullerton. 2 of those, Riverside, the other single games with Fullerton, Irvine Valley, and Santiago Canyon coming up Monday night. But, it's going to be tough, and the Bobcats need to stay somewhere around the top 5 of OEC standings in order to probably get consideration for a berth in the Southern Regional in the California Community College Athletic Association state playoffs. I don't know, with that stretch of games, a 500 record, if they can come out in conference with that, would be probably pretty solid and earn them that berth. It's just going to be, they're going to have to win a couple of those games.
A lot of hard-fought games for them.
Sebastian Zerpa knocks down a 3 for the Bobcats to get them over 90 points. 91-55 with 1:20 to play. 36-point lead. I can add. Jonathan Joseph kicks it out to Brandon Green. Hasn't given up. Nice long 3-pointer. Aldebaran battled with Billinger for the rebound, and they're going to give the ball to Saddleback. Thomas Billinger, that expression said it all about Santa Ana. He was like, man, because
can't catch a break.
Can't catch a break. That's it. Tanner called it exactly right.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, that's right. Here comes Aldebaran across the timeline. Taylor's still in the game. A little surprised to see, but I think
probably just running some sets, get some practice done, a little chemistry building.
Oh, wow. What a pass by Kahar Burns.
You can tell which team is winning
Irving
just by that.
Comes with this beautiful lob pass. Kahar Burns on the assist. That was gorgeous. And the freshman from Newport Beach went up to the top of the gym and threw it down with 2. They're going to do it again. They tried to go back-to-back dunk. Lob dunks. That time the pass came a little bit too far out in front, and Charles Irving's timing was a little thrown off by it, and he threw it off the back of the rim on the dunk. But that first one, that pass by Kahar Burns, was absolutely
right in the
money.
spot where you want it, just when you want it. Perfect timing.
Ooh. I mean, Charles Irving, the freshman out of Newport Beach, has got some hops.
Yeah, as we can see just right there on back-to-back possessions.
And they threw it up there, and it wasn't showboating, folks. It was good basketball, especially the first one.
Open look.
Yeah, and it was well done. The Bobcats are going to dribble out the clock here. They're up 93-55. That's likely to be your final score with 18 seconds to go, unless somebody decides to launch one from beyond Steph Curry range.
Send a little message.
If there is such a thing as beyond Steph Curry range.
It's called Lillard range, logo Lillard.
Bobcats win their second in a row, and they'll go to Santiago Canyon on Monday night for a critical Orange Empire Conference game.
Must-win game for Saddleback College.
Our final score here at Saddleback College, Saddleback 93, Santa Ana 55. Good win for the Bobcats. They improved to 5-4 in conference, and now that tough stretch of 7 remaining games, including 2 with Riverside and 1 each against Fullerton, Irvine Valley, and Santiago Canyon, the 4 teams ahead of them in the conference standings, starts Monday night. There's also some other games in there against Orange Coast College. As a matter of fact, our next live simulcast, our YouTube channel live stream, and our radio live to tape will be next Saturday. There'll be Saturday night next week instead of Friday.
I'm going to have plans that night.
Orange Coast College comes to play here at Saddleback on next Saturday. One of those juggled, make-up, COVID, rescheduled games. But we'll be here for that one next Saturday night. We hope you can join us here on the Saddleback CTVR YouTube channel, which you can find the link for. Just search Saddleback CTVR on YouTube, and it'll pop up for you, and you'll see the countdown to the live stream start about 24 hours before. Again, our final score here. Tanner, any thoughts about the 93-55 cruise for the Bobcats tonight?
Yeah, I think Saddleback College realized this was a must-win game. Help them get up there in the conference, knowing that the next 7 games would be probably the hardest stretch of the games they'll ever play. So they made the most opportunities, especially from Nick Bowden, who had a career night with 9 made threes. We got to check if that's a record for Saddleback College. Just made all of his threes. Overall, good performance from him. Also, Atiba Taylor, as usual, carrying over from his hot streak he's had the last few games with about 20, 25 points. Just great performance from all around. You know, everyone stepped up, knew their role, knew their assignments, realizing it's a must-win game, so everyone stepped up, and the final score showed for it on the Saddleback College side.
You know, and those great contributions from Derek Rubidoux that don't show up in the old box scores.
You can't put down, he had 15 hustle points.
And Eli Aldebron also just did a lot of things.
The unsung heroes.
Cutting to the basket, getting in the lanes on defense to knock balls away. Gerald Jones, the third, intimidated some players inside to create fast break opportunities off of missed shots by Santa Ana, of which there were a lot of, especially in the first half.
Yep.
But that's going to happen some nights. But our final again, Saddleback 93, Santa Ana 55. For Tanner Aparicio, I am Mark Spin. Good night from Saddleback College. You've been listening to Bobcats basketball on KSBR.org, Saddleback Radio.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Kick.